web services that are allowing people to watch TV broadcast stations over the internet. And if you haven't heard of them yet, you may hear of them now because Big TV is taking them on. They're moving to block the services. Here today with this story is Sam Schechner, Wall Street Journal reporter. Your title's much easier than his. I tend to like that. Give us some backstory here. Tell us what Ivy and FilmOn do exactly.
Well, they receive these over-the-air signals and they transmit them over the web. They charge a subscription fee, or in the case of FilmOn, they actually made it free if you're watching on like an iPad. And they're running into trouble not because they're being blocked per se. The networks don't have the technical ability to block them because the signals are there, but they're being sued because they don't have the consent of the networks to retransmit their broadcasts.
Now, are these services free or are they charging for them?
Well, IVI charges, and FilmOn has a subscription offering, and they've made it free. I think to gin up some interest in what they're doing. It's not the first time that anybody's tried this. In the past, there was in around 2000, there was a service called iCrave, got sued and shut down, but they were in Canada, so IVI and FilmOn say that precedent doesn't really hold. Last year, something called Vision tried to send signals. They sold subscriptions to send over-the-air signals to Blackberries and mobile devices, and the network sued them, and then there was a consent agreement, and that service got shut down by the court as well. So, today there's actually a hearing on a temporary restraining order down on Pearl Street in federal court, and the networks are trying to shut down FilmOn.
So Sam, everyone is interested in looking at ways of cutting the cord, so to speak, and lowering their cable.
In fact, there's an infographic out today on that exactly.
I'm not an IP lawyer, but I've written a lot about these issues in the past. It seems like it's a pretty straightforward case of copyright infringement. Is there any legal argument these guys are coming up with that might hold sway in the court?
Whether they hold sway, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, but their argument is that there's an element of the 1976 Copyright Act that basically indemnifies cable operators, like Cablevision, Comcast, for copyright infringement when they transmit the over-the-air signals. Now, as part of those rules, the cable operators have to, follow communications law, which after the fact now means they have to pay. So that's, you have Cablevision fought with Fox, for instance, which is owned by News Corp, which owns us too, over those sorts of fees. But they're claiming that they don't have to pay, but they can carve out this exemption. The networks obviously disagree. They think that does not apply to them.
Right. I love some of the statements here that say that, the FilmOn founder is saying that the TV networks are going to have to deal with someone like me or be devoured by pirates. But the lawyers for the networks are saying that they are really nothing more than publicity-seeking pirates. So it certainly underscores sort of a bigger problem that's going on right now in the media industry.